Imagine this. You're 12 years old, just kind of wandering through a shopping district in Seoul, humming a song. And then a man in a sharp suit taps you on the shoulder. He hands you a business card. It's from a major entertainment agency. Your heart just, it explodes. This is it. This is the dream. Your parents? They sign the papers that very same week. They're so excited for you, they don't even really look at the fine print. And just like that, you hear the words that are going to define the next decade of your entire life. So for those first few days, it's just pure bliss, right? You've been chosen, you feel special, you feel like your life is finally about to begin. But then you walk into the agency building, and that joy, it just vanishes. It's replaced by this cold, heavy intimidation. You're herded into a practice room, mirrors on every single wall. A stone-faced executive just points at you and says, "Dance." There's no music, no warm-up. You just stumble through it, sweating, and you look in the mirrors and realize you're just one of so many. A couple of weeks later, the call comes. You made it. You're in. On your first official day, they hand you a contract. It's like 73 pages long, all dense, legal Korean. You and your parents, you can barely make sense of it, but you're so dazzled by the promise of fame, you sign it. What they don't really explain, what's buried deep inside on page 47, is that from this moment on, you owe them for everything. Your vocal lessons, dance classes, housing, food, even the bottled water you drink. It's all getting added to a running tab in your name. Late one night, another trainee whispers it to you. If you try to quit, if you try to walk away, there's a penalty fee, 300 million won. And your blood just runs cold. You get it now. You're not just a trainee, you're an investment. And, well, investments don't get to just leave. And now, the real work begins. Your entire world shrinks down to the four walls of your dorm room and the mirrored walls of the practice studio. And it is absolutely relentless. Every single day just becomes a blur of exhaustion. You're up before the sun for the weigh-in, you dance until your feet are literally bleeding, train your voice until it's raw, and then you just collapse into bed knowing you have to do it all over again in a few hours. There is no escape. That morning weigh-in is everything. One day, the trainer says you need to lose 2 kilos by Friday. How do you do that? Well, you eat nothing but ice cubes for 4 days straight. You get so dizzy, you have to hold on to the wall just to stand up. But you make weight. The trainer smiles, calls you a good girl, and you go to the bathroom and throw up nothing but air. This is what the choreographers yell at you. The competition, it's savage. You watch another trainee just break down sobbing after being told she's not pretty enough. And you don't comfort her. You can't. In this world, she is your rival, not your friend. Comfort is a luxury you just can't afford. And then, after 3 years, 8 months and 19 absolutely agonizing days, it happens. They call your name. You've been selected. You are going to debut. The debut showcase is just a complete blur. You're running on maybe 3 hours of sleep. Backstage, you're so dehydrated you actually collapse, and they hook you up to an IV drip. Then they push you right back out on stage. But you smile, you perform, and you smile until your face physically hurts. The adrenaline is still pumping through your veins when your manager pulls you aside. And with those 9 little words, that beautiful golden cage you just entered, it snaps shut, making it wasn't the finish line. It was just the beginning. Your trainee debt, it just doubled. All the costs for the music videos, the outfits, the promotions, yep, that's all been added to your tab. You won't see a single one of your own money until this is paid off. You realize you'll be working for years completely for free. Life as an idol isn't any easier. The pressure it changes form. The practice room felt like a prison, sure, but the stage is a microscope. You do these fan meets where people are crying, telling you that your music saved their life, and for a second you feel this incredible rush of purpose. And then, backstage, you make the mistake of checking your phone. These are the comments you're reading. And you know what? It's after you ate one full meal for the first time in a week. They noticed. Your manager notices too. "No dinner tonight," he says. You just nod. You see the headlines. Another idol found dead, another suicide. And the industry talks about mental health for like a week. There are posts and articles, and then everybody just moves on. The machine just keeps grinding. One of your group mates gets caught up in a dating scandal. The fans, they turn on her overnight. And the agency, instead of protecting her, they just cut her loose. They replace her with a new, younger trainee without missing a beat. And that's when you learn the final, most brutal lesson of all. You are completely and utterly disposable. Years go by. Your group, you've had some success, but now there are all these younger, slicker groups debuting. Your last album, it underperformed. You can feel the company's attention shifting. The way it ends is in a quiet little meeting room. No ceremony, no thank you for your years of hard work, just a simple, cold statement. After 12 years of giving them your entire life, it's just over. You walk out of that building with no college degree and no real-world skills. And this is what you walk away with, your total earnings. After 12 years of your life, 5 of them as an idol, after paying back all that debt, you're left with 12 million won. That's about 9,000 US dollars. It's less than you would have made working a minimum wage job. So now you're here, living this quiet, new life. Sometimes customers recognize you. Hey, weren't you in that group? They'll ask. You just smile and pour their lattes. And at night, sometimes you watch your old music videos, and the smiling girl on the screen, she feels like someone you used to know. A product. A fantasy. You made it through the glitter and the grind. You actually achieved the dream that millions of kids are fighting for at this very second. You survived it. But you have to ask yourself, at what cost?